Okay, guys, I apologize. I wasn't able to toggle back and forth as I was recording my browser. So this is the chart I was talking about. So this is Global X Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF. BOTZ is the ticker symbol. Currently, it's trading at 21.95. And this is the 5-year chart. Now, the 5-year chart smooths out a lot of information. So if I really want to go into more detail, I would go to the charting function and zoom in on the time period I want to look at. But so as I was saying, this ETF was started in September 2016. The hype for robotics and AI had it take off and hit a peak somewhere around January 2018. But then it's a very capital intensive industry. So the revenues did not match expectations, and we sold off a little bit. But you can see that this way down here might be a nice entry point. So if I can try to draw this line as best I can, well, if I had a straighter line, that's a good area to get involved in. Okay, so this is where I'd look to buy. And if we can go back to the pointer, you can see we had an all-time high of 26.47, and we had a low back here on December 1st, 2018 of 16.74. We had a low, according to this chart, of March 1st, 2020 of 18.40. So that's going to be the data I'm going to use to set up my chart. And that's the bottom of the trend line right there. Eventually, like I said, we will be creating a channel. So this is an area I'd like to buy. Okay. And this is an area that, so if I did a parallel line up top or a somewhat parallel line up top, you can see that we're going to bounce between these two areas. I want to own it as long as this channel's in play, because it is slightly up, which means it should grow over time. But I'd like to aggressively buy as we're close to the blue line and lighten up as we're close to the red line. And the red line disappeared again. This is a good trading vehicle. One thing I don't like about it is the expense ratio is a little bit expensive. It's still less than 1%, which I guess is technically cheap. But if I do a little bit of homework, maybe as more ETFs in AI and robotics come out, maybe we can find a cheaper one. But for right now, this is the vehicle that I've been looking at. And maybe you guys can find something similar where you feel like there's a long-term uptrend in something, or there's growth in areas like AI, robotics. And we're going to use sell-offs in the market to add to our position and hopefully hold for the long term.